Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. If anybody's here, if you can hear me, let me get a mic check. Mic check, test. Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. We did it. Is it Saturday? Shit, I don't even know. It should be Saturday. Yes, sir. How's it going? Happy Saturday. YouTube is connected. Who we got? Azora Love. What's up, Azora Love? Good morning. Ben's Tech Channel. What's up, buddy? Early bird. I'm a little late, actually. I was supposed to be up a little bit ago, but you ever get that feeling when you you got to get up and you're about to get up, but then you say, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Five more minutes turns into 45 minutes later. I'm a night owl. I'm never up this early. Really? I try to go to bed right around like 10 p.m., midnight or so. That's like my normal time. Unless I'm editing a video, I'll stay up way past that, you know? But no, I like to get to bed. Because I like getting up. I do like getting up at 7, 8 a.m. and stuff, you know? Everybody's different though. I got a new Ben. I got a new lens yesterday. So yesterday, I got my first lens from TikTok Shop. Like actual, like proper. Yeah, 12 to 8. That's what I am too. Check out this lens though, bro. It's a little pancake lens from Viltrox. Look at this thing, dude. And it's so small. It's so little. It's a lens from Viltrox. Viltrox, I mean, it's a proper brand. You know, it's just ridiculously tiny. Look at this fucking thing, dude. Let's see if we can get it to focus. And I was super excited, Ben. You know, anytime that I pick up a product, I'm like, what would Ben do with this? I'm not even joking, dude. So this lens is this camera, Viltrox, is the first brand that like I really wanted to work with. 70 to 200. Yeah. It's a 100 to 500, bro. Oh man, that is too funny. It's a so I picked it up. Viltrox is one of the first brands that I really did want to work with. Oh, check this out too. And actually, it's been a good week for me. I got the most expensive product that has ever been sent to me. A wireless webcam. Ain't that shit cool, dude? I was pretty psyched about it. YouTube, good morning, YouTube. How are you? Where are you guys at? I see a couple of you guys in the stream. Don't be shy. Welcome to say, feel free to say hello. So what I was saying about the lens is, it's a 28 millimeter. It's an f4.5, but it's like $70, like $80. Is the Canon R100 good? For $300, it's good. I actually saw a good skit on that lens the other day. Bro overspent on a camera body and had, oh, that's a great. He's like, dude, I overspent on a camera. Now I can't afford shit. That's actually pretty good. Go with an inexpensive lens. Yeah, so my thinking on it, Ben, I keep getting distracted. My thinking on this lens, on this cheap little Sony lens, is that it's so cheap and inexpensive that just like that skit, you know, he overpaid for the camera body, which camera bodies are expensive, and he can't afford any lenses. And my thinking on it was, it's under $80 if I make a couple of good videos on it, it could do really well because it's one of those, it's a price point that like you don't really have to think about it. You know what I mean? That's a good idea though. Is the R10 good in crop level? Yeah, the R10 is nice. I was exploring your page looking for recs for beginner short films. Beginner short films? I don't make any short films. Shit, you sound like Joe Rogan. Damn. I've got that e-meet. Oh, cool. I'm gonna have to, yo, Ben, if you can remember, do me a solid and send me some links to your video so I can cook up some of my own ideas. E-meet sent me, like, I think I have all of their cameras. I'm actually looking at all 3 of them, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 e-meet cameras. The one that sold the best for me was the dual cam. The one with the two what's it called? Display. The 2 webcams. They are trash. The only one that I liked was the Pixie. I didn't mind the Pixie. The problem with it, bro, don't get offended, Ben. Don't get offended. The problem with them is that you do have to have proper lighting. But then again, that's true with every camera. But because I have proper lighting and I know how to configure my setup, I'm able to get a decent image out of them. Would I buy them? Let me put it to you this way, in agreement with you. Am I glad that I got them for free? Yes. 100%. 100%. And the only one that actually sold, that I sold a bunch of, was the e-meet dual webcam. That was the only one that actually like sold for me. And the Pixie didn't sell. The other ones didn't sell either. They're for a specific type of buyer. You know, if you know what I mean. They're for a specific type of buyer. I was pretty excited to use them for streaming, but the image was terrible. But also my 10K set. Yeah. See, for you, but then again, bro, I mean, you also have, I remember when we first met, you had some issues with your R6, and you still preferred your iPhone over the R6. So, you know, everybody has their preference. Everybody has their preference. The Soloist, 50 to 400 or 60 to 600? I don't know. What lenses, who makes those? The Soloist? It just depends on you, bro. Whatever you need. You have to, the cameras, you do have to go in and like set them up though. I do mention that in all of my videos that I have with them, that you have to go in and change the settings. They're not good right out of the box. Fuck no. But then again, I think that's true with almost any camera that I use. Out of the box, nope. What are your thoughts on the R100? The R100 is buns. Is the Sony 8-bit on the 6300 good for color grading? Nope. It's fine, but 8-bit, if you really want to do color grading, you should definitely do 10-bit. I would go with the ZVE 10-2. What are your thoughts about the R100? R100 is buns. I would save up your money, Gus Wines, and get the R50. The first camera of half of the photographers of the world is the Canon T7. Yes, the Canon T7, the Rebel series, and also the M series, the M50. Those were really popular. Maybe it's TikTok video quality or something. No, they're not good out of the box, dude. They're not good out of the box. They look like dog shit right out of the box. Even in my setup where like this is pretty standard, I have the settings on my proper camera like fine. Out of the box here, I had to do a lot of tweaking with the way that they come out of the box. No good. They come with a software though, and in the software, and the software isn't very good either. It's not very intuitive. You do have to dial it in. I should make a video about that. Yeah, I should make a video about that. Shot by Crimson. What's up, bros? How are you? Tamron 50 to 400 and Sigma 60 to 600. Yeah, pick whichever one you want, man. I've never used those lenses. Typically, I don't like lenses that have that great of a focal range. I actually have a question about the R6V buying for podcast. Nice, dude. Want to buy STM lenses? Recommend me a lens. The STM J Shampoo. I have all of my lens recommendations on my page, and you can find it by going to my link in bio on my profile page. Ben's Tech Channel. Thank you so much for all the gifts. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. And then I have a little Amazon button here, and then I have everything categorized. I have a lens category, my lenses. These are all the lenses that I recommend. The STMs are great. I like the Sigma stuff, but I own all of these lenses. The R6V is solid for podcasts, dude. Solid for podcasts for sure. So you can see all my lenses right here just by going and following. Like I said, click on my little icon here, my profile picture, hit to the link in bio, and then hit the little Amazon logo. I got everything organized there for you, buddy. Ben, what is moving right now for you, by the way? I haven't seen you on live in a while. I think you might have gotten off my For You page. Nikon D34 shooting birds. What lens? Something long. 100 to 500, 100 to 400. You need something really long for birds. GG's, Ben. Ice cream cone. Fluffy heart. Cake. Chili pepper. Thank you. Thank you. Jay Shampoo. Thanks. You're welcome, buddy. TikTok heart. I've never seen these gifts before. I appreciate it, Ben. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. God bless you. No, did you ever? Oh, by the way, I sold my Canon R7 as well. Sold my Canon R7. I included a flash with it. The guy got it a day early, and he was like shitting bricks. He was really excited about it. Everything turned out great. He paid in full. But that reminded me. How did your flash work out, Mr. Ben's Tech Channel? I gotta text our buddy David. David is not on the line. Oh shit. Where you at? Ben, thank you for all the gifts. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for spamming the gift button there. Hey, Vic, how's the Canon EL5 speedlight? Isn't that the one that Ben has? Ben, that's the one you got, right? Ben's not having a lot of luck with it. I can't remember. I don't use flashes a lot, so I don't buy expensive flashes like that. I know that it's probably good, but our buddy here is having a tough time with it, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, to me, this is like an expensive speed light. I think Ben is the one. Seems awesome and super bright. Did you ever get it to work? For me, Shot by Crimson, like I buy cheap flashes because I only use flashes like a couple times a year for headshots. And I don't have a reason to buy something so expensive. Maybe I should buy one of these actually. Maybe I'll add it to my list just to make everything a lot simpler. But because I don't use them very often, they're not going to get their full. I should pick one up though. I should make the investment. Michelle, what's up, Michelle? What IEMs are you using? I am using Ryito. I have everything linked in my I have a pinned comment actually on YouTube. I have it linked in my live streaming setup. These are called the Tipsy Autumn. These are mid-range IEMs. There are cheaper ones, there are more expensive ones. But what I wanted to say about these is that these about once a month go on sale to like $70 or $80. I, like a jackass, was impatient, didn't realize it, and bought them for $100. They're worth $100 in my opinion, but I didn't realize that they go on sale so often. So if you are about to pick them up, check them out. They sell more expensive ones too. They sell like a higher end one, which I really don't know what the difference would be on them. These sound and fit and like look, in my opinion, really fucking cool. Maybe one day I'll buy more expensive ones, but until these break, I have no reason to. Michelle, what up, Michelle? Good morning, good morning. Do you recommend an A6300 for low light? And it's a large jump for my first ever bridge cam. I would rather get the 6400 for sure, but it's tough to say, like, you know, recommend crop sensor cameras, any crop sensor cameras, if you're concerned about low light. If you're concerned about low light, I wouldn't even be considering a crop sensor camera. If low light is a concern for you, how do I want to say this? Alf Sony A6300. If you're concerned about low light and your only option is a crop sensor camera because of budget limitations and resource limitations, then you're gonna have to live with some compromises. Because even though $470, $500 seems like a lot of money, in reality, in the camera space, this is nothing. This is nothing. And truthfully, at this price point, I would rather just save my money and pick something up like the Canon R6V. This camera right here is brand fucking new. It came out last year. It is an exceptional camera. It's not a Sony, it's a Canon. So that comes with some other limitations for you. So that speed light is super pricey just because it's a Canon, and the latest flashpoints are great. Yeah, it is expensive, Michelle. Somebody here, Ben, who is here, I think he's still here, he owns it and he's having trouble with it for whatever reason. It might be user error though. If he can hear me, he knows that it might be true. I've never used it personally. I just know that it's a pretty decent camera, and I've read a bunch of reviews and seen reviews about it, and it's a nice one. It's too expensive for me though. My profile picture was shot on. Yeah, it'll take a great snapshot, but again, if you're concerned about low light stuff, you know, a crop sensor is not what I would be aiming for. If you go for a crop sensor camera, then you're going to need a really bright lens, like a super wide aperture lens. Antonio. What's up, Antonio? How you doing? Like a Sigma 35. Yeah. I love those Sigma lenses, dude. The Sigma 35s, the Sigma 23. Those are all my favorite lenses, dude. Yo, how are you liking the R6V, broski? Good. Going to Pride again. There's another Pride parade? I thought there's more than one. I guess a different city would have a different one. Yo, Antonio, check this out, bro. I got a Sony lens sent to me today. Oops. It's a little pancake lens, bro. Ain't that cool? She's so small. So this is the first lens that a brand has ever sent to me, so I'm showing it to everybody just because I'm super hyped on it. I'm super hyped not on the lens itself. The lens is cool. But I'm super hyped on it because it's the first lens somebody's ever. It's so cute. That's what I said. It's so small. I might do a video with that one like viral oh, so cute. Where's my autofocus point? Single shot, wide. Where's my touch focus thing? Product selection on. It's still pretty bright now that I look at it. Shot by Crimson. Thank you for the gifts, buddy. Appreciate it. So tiny. LOL, do it. You said you have a Canon C80. Show us. I don't have a Canon C80. I have a Canon C50 and a what's it called? A R6V. I have a couple other cameras, but those are the cameras that I'm talking about right now. Miss Emerald, what's up? How are you? What Sony is that? This is a what's it called? A ZVE 10-2. I got it in the all white. I got her in the all white. Yeah, she's nice. How do you like the R6V? I haven't used it as much. I've just been making videos about it. But I will be using it this weekend. Just around the house, make some YouTube videos, do some B-roll stuff, and I'm making a bunch of YouTube videos on it, so that's what I've been doing. I do like it, to answer your question directly, though. I do like it a lot. It's gonna fit really nicely into my workflow, so. Yeah, it's gonna fit really nicely into my workflow. Shooting, here we go. Let's go to center fix. Spot, center fix is fine. That minimum focus distance is it's an okay lens. It's really inexpensive. That's the only really good thing about this lens, I guess, is it's under $80. Under 80 bucks. Have you seen the R? I have seen the R50 in white. Yeah, I have seen the R50 in white. The R50 in white looks crazy, dude. I would buy one just to have one. But they don't have any lenses in white, you know? I have a car meet to go at night. It's currently, you got all your, oh, bro, are you going to take your, you're going to take your R6V? Bro, that's going to be sick. That's gonna be sick. Where do you post all your work, by the way, bro? I haven't even seen any of your stuff, man. Where do you post your stuff? How are people supposed to find you? It don't come until Monday. Ah, damn it. So you gotta use the R6V. It'll still be fine though. R6V is still legit. Damn it. So you'll have it by next Supercar Saturday? Our buddy David messaged me like an hour ago. He said, "Are you going live today?" I said, "Yeah, bro." And he hasn't been here. He hasn't been here once. Bastard. Bro, I still use my M50. M50 is sick, dude. I like the M50. I gave away my M50 to my sister. She loves it. She likes it a lot. Yeah, whenever that might be, it starts to get into the 100. Yeah, dude. I went to school in Arizona. I went to Arizona State University. So I went to school in Tempe, Phoenix, Tempe, and I spent some time in Scottsdale, Mesa, and Gilbert. There he is, David. We're just talking shit, bro. What's going on? Nothing, man. Where the fuck were you, bro? I've been live for 1 hour. I'm just messing with you, David. Yo, David, we were just saying I got my first sponsored lens, bro. It's a little pancake lens. I forgot to mention also, one of the reasons why I got this Sony was there were a couple reasons, and one of those reasons was so that brands can send me lenses, because when I had bought this back in December, I had gotten an offer to receive some lenses from a brand, but I had to say no because I didn't have a Sony camera. Any thoughts about the 450V with the Sigma 16? What's a 450V? Are you talking about the R50V? That's a nice combo, dude. The 16mm f1.4, fuck yeah, bro. That's a great combo. One of my all-time favorite combos, probably very close to first and second place. Between the 16mm, so let me put it to you this way. I own this lens. I own 4 of them. That's how much I love this focal length for the R50V. But I also really love the 23mm. The 23mm is super nice, dude. Actually, I got the 23 on one of these cameras right now. This right here, this is the R50 with the 23mm, and you can see the framing of it. I don't remember the actual specs that I got going on, but it's probably f1.4. And then over here, that's a different lens. That's the R8. Oh, they sent it out. Yeah, they sent it out next day. It was really quick. Mainly on TikTok, but I want to do video and post on Instagram. Yeah, I don't see your account. On your account, bro, if I go to your account, I don't see none of your videos, dude. They're all like carousels. Oh, but they're all stills. I see. Yeah, you got to do videos, dude. I guess it depends on your goals. What your goals are. Everybody's goals are different. Did you see the Philly photo walks that Unique Photos having? I wish I could go. Yeah, I did. They have them a couple times a year. They're pretty decent. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. They have workshops, which are pretty inexpensive too. The 16mm is $450 here. How much is it over here? Over here, it's about the same, dude. $464. It's on sale though. The 16mm is just a good, like, I mean, what lens do you use, David? Do you use for your talking head? If you're looking, I know your setup, your YouTube setup. If you're looking for a decent YouTube video, I mean, a YouTube lens, I'd probably urge you to get this one, the 12 millimeter. I've been using this one lately. This is a spectacular YouTube lens, dude. Like talking head, like kind of, especially in small spaces. This Sigma 12 f1.4 is stupid, bro. Quick question, can you record 4K 120 normally? When recording 120 on R10 it automatically changes to slow motion. On the R10 it might not record 120 regularly. You could probably put it into your, I've never tried it, I've never tried slow motion on the R10, but the R10 doesn't shoot 4K 120. The R10 I think records maybe 10.8, and I don't even think it records 120, does it? Are you sure? I did the New Jersey workshop 2 weeks ago. Love the dramatic sports portrait ones. Yeah, for sure. One of my one of the creators that I follow, Shots by Jasmine, I think is her name. She posted some stuff on Instagram that she participated in that too. Those are always good, dude. If you're like a beginner photographer and like don't know how to do like street photos or don't have the confidence to like go out and shoot in public, doing those kind of workshops, even if they cost a little bit of money, are so worth it, dude. It's so worth it, you know, instead of like spending your money on stupid shit like partying or alcohol or like going out to eat and shit, you know, save a little bit of your money and go on these like photo walks. Even if they're about $100, $150. Michelle, how much was that one? Was it free or did it cost anything? They're totally worth it to meet people, get out of your comfort zone, practice some photography, because they hire models and they set little scenes up and stuff. Rice and beans, bro. Yeah, rice and beans. Boy, Villena, thank you, sir. It gives me more excitement. Appreciate it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Shot by Crimson, what are your goals with like content creation, man? Do you have any, or are you just doing this for shits and giggles? I only have I was thinking on getting the 10-18. I thought it'd be better than the 12. The 10-18 is going to give you some more versatility. I mean, you've seen plenty of my videos that I shot with the 10-18. The 10-18 is a super nice focal length. That is a good option. But if you're looking for like that background separation, the f1.4 is going to give it to you. If you could only have one, I would do the 10-18. But if you can only have one and you really want that background separation, that f1.4 background separation, you're going to want to get the 12. Yes, she was there. Yeah. So she's I've been following her for a long time. She went to the one up in New Jersey though. Funny how the R10 doesn't shoot in log. They have to save some features for other, you know, Canon, you know, most brands except for like Nikon, I think. But a lot of brands like take features out of specific cameras for like cost saving. But in my opinion, I think the Canon brand has like a camera for every single budget that's available. Sony is significantly more expensive in terms of like newer cameras. Like there is no R50 version or R50V version in the Sony lineup. Exploring at the moment, that's cool too. How is the Canon R6V going? It's going great, dude. $10 a class. Oh, sick. Fuck, dude. Shit. $10 a class to learn from like a professional? Is it just $10 a class, or do you have to pay something and then on top of that you can like pick certain classes? I forget how it works. Or is it just 10 flat for the classes that you want to participate in? You always meet some yeah, exactly, just networking, dude. I love watching videos that people make of cars and I kind of want to make those. Yeah, do it, bro. Have you tried using DJI Action? Yeah, hell yeah. Do you recommend the Canon 45? I do. I have it here somewhere. It's probably not immediately in front of me, but the 45 f1.2 is really inexpensive, but it's a little soft at f1.2. First of all, f1.2 is fucking wild. It's like so super fucking shallow. Almost at f1. I've never really used a lens at f1.2 just because it's so shallow. You know what I mean? It's nice to have, and it's a good amount of f1.2 at a far distance is really nice, but f1.2 at like an arm's length away is really, in my opinion, it's unusable, because the only thing that's in focus is the nose, the tip of the nose. But for 500 bucks, I definitely recommend it. Coffee Talk and Tech, John Ryan. I'm a subscriber. When do you sleep? I sleep at nighttime between 11 p.m., 12 a.m. and like 8 a.m. roughly. It's a sliver of focus. Yeah, exactly right. It's so thin. The focus like sliver is like super thin that like at maybe 5 to 10 feet, it's practically unusable. 10 feet and beyond, it's a lot more usable for sure. Any recommendation, any anamorphic recommendation for the R50V? No, not really. I've never really used any anamorphic lenses. Nope, $10 a class that you want, and then it comes back to you in store credit. Ah, great, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, unique photo. That's where I got my Michelle, did you see that I got a new camera? That's where I got, oh, actually I can't tell you where I got it. Wink wink. Because they gave it to me early. No, they didn't. And sales tech back on purchase store credit, did some damage. Nice. What'd you get, Michelle? Did you get anything nice? I'm thinking about getting Meta's Oakleys. Which one do you recommend? I've never used them. If I were to buy them though, I like the look and color options of the Oakleys. Like they have some really cool colors, but I like the style, the basic classic style of the Ray-Bans. So I don't like that shape of the Oakleys that like on the inside, the bridge of the nose has like that straight line. So I wish that they had some other options, because I do like the Oakley colors, the colorways that they have. Is the RF 28-70 good zoom, or do you recommend another for like portraits? The 28-70 f2 or f2.8 EJ? I thought it was me that had issues with the f1.2. I feel like the 45 burned me. Oh, Michelle, you were the one asking about the 45, right? I used it. I loved it, dude. But I wasn't at f1.2 though. f1.2, in my opinion, is pretty unusable. For most situations. I used it on the skateboarders, and because I went out with the skateboarders, I used it on the Canon R10. And the photos, actually, Michelle, I did create a YouTube video for it. And I don't know if you saw it. Did you happen to watch my R10 video? So it is right here, day 8. So I talked about the R10, but in this video, I used the R10, and these are some of the photos that I was able to take with it. So yeah, I did like, do I have these photos here? I don't remember where I edited these photos. I forget. Sigma 17-40. Ooh, 17-40s. That's a nice lens, dude. And you got 3 Westcott deep reflectors. Nice. EJ 2.8. Yeah, it's a fine lens. The STM 28-70 is decent. Is the A7C more worth it than the A7 III? Isn't it the exact same sensor? What's the A7? I think the A7C2 is the A7 IV sensor, right? I don't know. I think the A7C is the same sensor as the A7 III. Yeah, that's gonna be the issue, Michelle. So 1.8, I used mine at like f1.8, f2. But again, at f1.2, unless you're like 20, 30 feet away, like if you have like a solo person in like the distance, that's gonna be a much better image. But up close, it's a sliver of focus. And it's actually kind of soft, but I guess the thing for me is when I'm talking about a lens like this, like the f45 f1.2, it's $500, and I get it. It is a lot of money. $500 is a lot of money, but in my opinion, this lens right here, this is the 85 millimeter, the 85 millimeter f1.2. Does anybody want to take a guess how much this lens costs? Close. 2200. Close. 1700. That's not even half, bro. That's a $3,000 lens. Yeah, that's a $3,000 lens. Just so you guys can see it. So anyways, I say when I look at an f1.2 lens that's $500, I'm like, okay, so the alternative is this lens right here. Whoops. $3,100. You see what I mean? Right. If you're looking for a really nice 85 millimeter, the other option is there's an f1.4, which is nice, but also this one right here, this 85. This lens is solid, dude. I love this lens. It's a macro lens. I use this lens more than my $3,000 lens. Yeah, I would, if you're on a budget and you want a solid 85, I would get this one, the f2 macro. It has IBIS too, or IS, I should say. Shot by Crimson. Yeah, that's a $3,000 lens, dude. That's a $3,000 lens. And I use that lens maybe 4 or 5 times a year. But those 3 to 4 times pay for that lens, you know, over and over. So I bought it 4 or 5 years ago. When I bought it though, it wasn't 3,000. It was like 29 or 28, something like that. Prices have gone up. For example, this upcoming Thursday, I have some headshots to do. 2 people, professional headshots with a backdrop and some flash. I'm charging them, and then some environmental portraits. I'm charging them $1,200 for photos for their website, and I'm gonna be using that lens. Michelle, thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. Yeah, go get the tiny humans. It's about 9 a.m. right there, like, Mom. All right, Michelle, thanks again for stopping in. I appreciate your insight on the photo walk too. That's a great opportunity. It's a good, thank you for reminding me, telling my my audience about it. Because some of you motherfuckers don't want to go outside. You know, one of the questions that I get all the time from the audience in the chat is like, how do I get started? How do I get better? My advice is always just go outside, dude. Do things. Go touch some grass. Yeah, exactly. I have the cheap 85 and it does. Yeah, the EF 85. Which 85 do you have? Coffee Talk and Tech John Ryan. Thanks for watching on YouTube, by the way, guys. I appreciate it. YouTube is my primary focus now. So if anybody's watching over, I mean, watch where you are and watch where you want to watch. but I always appreciate people watching over on the YouTubes. It's not bad. You can find it for 300. 24 to 105, still worth it. Yeah, I like the EF one. You can find that lens, shot by Crimson. You can find that lens for 300, 400 bucks? No way. Really? Let's see. Let's look at that, because that's a solid price. I've never seen it. Oh, here it is. So this is the one version. There's two versions of this lens. That's pretty great for that price. I might even pick this one up. There is a version 2. The version 2 I have seen. Here we go. This one's pretty solid right here. There's two versions. There's the Mark II and then there's the Mark 1. Yeah, that's not a bad price, dude. That is not a bad price. Yeah. I would only buy lens personally. I would only buy lenses from sites like MPB and stuff, just because I don't want to deal with people. You know what I mean? But you could probably find it for, yeah, you're probably right. If I could though, I would be getting the Mark II version, just because there's probably some decent improvements on it. They were asking for the Mark 1. Got it. Yeah, the Mark 1 is pretty inexpensive. Going to pair it with a 5D Mark III, upgrade from a 600. Nice, dude. Yeah, hell yeah. I heard the Tamron 17 for the RF will be around double the price once it reaches Australia. Damn. Dude, if I could, I'm gonna probably pick it up. Not immediately though. I have some other things, because GTA 6 is dropping and I gotta start saving some money for GTA 6, dude. I don't have a PS5, so I have to buy a PS5 and I have to buy GTA 6, so that's gonna be like $1,000. So I gotta start saving money for that. Those are like $700-800. Yeah. My mom has the Mark 1 I was using, but now I have, oh, sick, dude. Bruh. Yeah, dude. GTA 6 is coming out and I gotta start saving for that. Sell the R100 for the pre-order. I have some RAM. I have some RAM that I'm trying to offload. I have some really expensive computer parts. What is it called? Trident Royals. I have some really expensive RAM. Check this out, guys. This is the exact RAM that I have right here. And I think I'm gonna sell it on eBay. I have 2 kits of this. So if I sell one of these kits, $1,000, dude. I have 2 of these fucking things that I'm not even using. Ooh. So yeah, so I'm gonna sell these because I have 2 kits of them. I'm thinking about just selling one, because if I can sell one for 1,000 or like 800 or 900, whatever, that should put me over the edge to buy and save up for the PlayStation and stuff. So I'm going to put these up on eBay. I doubt I'll get my asking price. I want like $800 per. And I was thinking about just keeping one in case I ever want to build a computer in the future. But I have enough computing power right now. I don't really need another computer. You can't play it on PC. I can. It won't be available on. Usually the port to PC, Daniel, or David. Yeah, David. Excuse me. Takes takes about a year. Was gifted a Canon R10. Nice. What's a good lens for events and concerts? Oh, probably the new what is it? The 17 to 70. That'll be a really good one from Tamron. What camera do you have? I have a lot of cameras. I have an A7R4 with 24 to Sigma. Nice, bro. You can't play it on PC. No, not when it launches. How do people bring cameras into concerts? You got to check with the concert venue shot by Crimson. Some concerts and some venues have size limitations and size restrictions. So some concerts will say, or some venues like football stadiums, concert halls will say you can't bring any cameras with detachable lenses. Some will say your whole kit needs to be like 9-12 inches, less than 12 inches. So there are some restrictions. So you can, what I would do is I would call or visit the website of the venue where the concert or the event will be held. Calling is easier. And you can search and ask what the camera restrictions are. I want to buy a Sony A7 IV and the Sigma 85mm f1, but confused about the wide short zoom lens or any if compared to the Sigma 35. What is your verdict in this case? Those are very different lenses for very, very different use cases. So it's more about what it is that you want to do, Bibby, over on YouTube. Ethan, what camera do you have? I have a lot of cameras, Ethan. Envisions by Mia. What's up, Mia? I was just thinking about you earlier. We were talking about the unique photo walks and stuff. And I was saying that you are a person that goes to those, or you've gone to them. Chester, there he is. How's that video going, Chester? I was just talking shit with our buddy David over here. My RTX 5070 is worth $250 more than I bought it for. Yeah. Computer parts go up in price, dude. They go up in price. So yeah, so I'm thinking about selling at least one kit. Oh, actually, you know what? Now that I look at this, mine is the 64 kit. Mine is 232s. So shit, mine might be more expensive, dude. Mine might be like crazy price. Mine isn't new though. Mine is 232s, not 216s. So I need to see what these prices are. See, look, these are all 216s. Dude, mine might be like $1,500. Have any of you guys ever sold shit on eBay? I've never sold anything on eBay. Yeah, these are all 2x16, not 2x32s. Yo, mine might be like $1,500, dude, now that I'm looking at it. Yo, it'd be crazy if my shit was like $1,500. That would be wild. I didn't pay anywhere near that. Ain't getting no sleep. I'm about to be busy. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I have sent you a link to the reel I just finished on Insta. It was a client one. Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's check it out. You just sent it on Instagram. Keegan, there we go. Let's see. This one? There it is. Is there any licensed music on it, bro? I wish I can have a free camera. we all wish we could have a free camera. They shot by Crimson. Were you here yesterday when I was talking about all the people from Africa that like made it? That I made it to their For You page. I have shot by Crimson. Yeah, I mean, oh, bro, you know what though? When you get your R6V, dude, this is one thing that people always forget, dude. Your PC might not be able to handle without proxies the editing and the video and codecs from the newer camera. That's something that people overlook all the time. Yes, but eBay fees are crazy now. A lot of exposure. Do you have any tips for me, Coffee Talk and Tech? Because I'm thinking about selling these RAM sticks on eBay, just because I don't want to deal with anybody. That's so funny. You mentioned Unique Photo because I was headed there. I was there a couple days ago. That's where I got my new Canon from. Super subtle in the background. Hello, I have a D835 way background. Yep, should be fine. Should be fine. All right.
If you work out 5 days per week, then this is the most effective training split you need to build muscle. Day 1 is push. Do a flat press, an incline press, a fly, a lateral raise.
The audio sounds weird. The voiceover.
Day 2 is pull. Do 2 vertical pulls, 2 horizontal pulls, 1 rear delt, and 2 biceps. Day 3 is legs. Do adductors, a hamstring curl, a leg extension, a squat pattern, a hip thrust, and calf.
Did you film this, Chester?
Then take a rest day. Day 4 is upper. Do a vertical pull, a horizontal pull, an incline press, a fly, a lateral raise, and biceps and triceps. Day 5 is lower. Do a hip hinge, a leg curl, a leg extension, adductors, a leg press, then calves and abs. Then rest and repeat. Do 2 sets of 6 to 12 reps and make sure you're training close to failure. Comment the word workout and I'll send you the full 5-day training program so that you can follow and get jacked.
Couple things. So I just watched it through one time. I would do. What did you do with the voiceover audio? Did you EQ it at all? It's a photo walk today. Oh, sick. Yep, got to build a new one. It's a photo walk today. The audio was a pain, bro. Had to do heap of post on it. Nah, his filming and everything else, but I did keyframe a lot of the movements. The video looked clean. I would do, Chester, have you ever used Adobe Podcast, bro? I think it's still free. What do you use to edit, by the way? Do you use Adobe products to edit? I would throw it into this. It's called Adobe Podcast. It should be free for like limited usage. I have a subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud and it's included with my thing. But I would throw the audio into Adobe Podcast because it sounds a smidge hollow. It does sound a little hollow.
If you work out 5 days per week.
And then the last thing in terms of the sound effects, I would, the little snap that you took, that like picture. Off to work a long day with a soccer game. Have a great day. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
This is the most effective training split you need to build muscle. Day 1.
That right there, the like snap of the photo snap, I would probably turn that down a couple decibels. Say, for example, if it's sitting at like 6 or 4, bump it down to like 2 or 3. It's a little high. But also that might change. It's still a little high. I would knock it down just a smidgen.
One is push. Do a flat press, an incline.
But I think you would have a lot better results if you put that into Adobe Podcast. I used DaVinci. I ran a whole post process on it, and it's way better than it was. Nut, I think I was using the camera mic, so it's kind of trash. Yeah, try if it's free. I wouldn't pay for this, but what I would do is I would run it through Adobe Podcast. So grab the MP3 from the finished video as is, minus the sound effects and the swooshes. Just grab the audio as an MP3, and once you have that MP3 file, drop it into here and see if it did anything. I would only do this if it's free, though. Overall, video is fucking fantastic, though. Just those minor improvements, just those minor.
Fly, a lateral raise.
I could tell that it was at -6. I could tell that it was at -6, -8. But also, I'm taking into account that the VO is also a little echoey. It's a little hollow. I don't know if I'm describing that correctly. So if you fix that, the -6 dB is probably good. But I would still take it down just just a wee, but not too much. -4, -3, right around there. I'd play around with that.
And finish with some abs. Day 2 is pull. Do 2 vertical pulls, 2 horizontal pulls, 1 rear delt, and 2 biceps. Day 3 is...
Was this a paid gig, Chester? Was this a paid gig? Got to learn how to rotoscope and whatnot on this video. It was pretty fun. Yeah, I could maybe turn it down a bit. It was paid. Sick, bro. Sick, dude. Hey, dude, anybody that's getting paid for their work, man, I'm the biggest fucking cheerleader, dude. Because this is the kind of shit that somebody will pay for, dude. And if you can get this guy, if he's like a fitness influencer, he's always going to need work. And then his friends are going to need work. Because, you know, everybody's super competitive and they're going to, if you get into this little world, do these guys pay a lot? Some of them do. Some of them do. But where the pay really comes in is if you're getting like retainers. Do you have them on retainer or do you have them on one-off projects?
Is legs. Do adductors, a hamstring curl, a leg extension, a squat pattern, a hip thrust, and calves. Then take a rest day. Day 4 is upper. Do a vertical pull, a horizontal pull, an incline press, a fly, a lateral raise, and biceps and triceps. Day 5 is lower. Do a hip hinge, a leg curl, a leg extension, adductors, a leg press, then calves and abs. Then rest and repeat. Do 2 sets of 6 to 12 reps and make sure you're training close to failure. Comment the word workout and I'll send you the full 5-day training program so that you can follow and get jacked.
Solid. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That's legit, bro. Yeah, that is legit. David, what'd you think of that, man? Did you use Magic Mask to do the object highlight? I'm looking to move potentially into doing 3 videos a week of editing for stick, bro. 3 videos a week, 2K a month. That's solid. That 3 videos a week is a lot. Is a lot, but that's legit, dude. 2K a month is legit. Shot by Crimson. All right, bro. Be good. Whenever you get some photos and videos of those cars, super car Saturday, send them my way, bro. Or when you stop by tomorrow or the next day, let me know, and we'll check them out on stream. Love to see your work. Thanks for the review. Oh, bro, it's legit, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. 2K a month, 3 videos. Perfect, dude. Bro, if you can secure, even if you do like 2 videos for 2K, that's probably a little bit more what I would do or what I would be looking for. But if you can get like a couple more of those clients, shit, dude, 2 or 3 of those more fitness influencers. Yeah. Legit, dude. How did you link up with this guy, Chester? Yeah, it's fucking sick, dude. Fucking sick, dude. Yeah, the object tracking, it's, you know, it's getting better over time, but it's still a little ways away. I always have to do some manual stuff too. I want to get production time down to 90 minutes for each of those reels. He is my brother's coach. Got it. Got it. Yeah, dude, what I recommend, Chester, and you probably know this as well as I do, man, is, you know, be a nice person, deliver exactly what he wants. And over time, maybe not next week, maybe not next month, but 3, 4, 6, 9 months down the road, in his little ecosystem, people will start seeing your work through him. And they're going to start asking questions. They'll be like, who did your videos? How did you do that? You know? So, yeah. And especially if they're businesses, like if that guy is a trainer and he has clients, he can afford to pay that because he's a business, right? He's using your work to potentially bring awareness to his own business and reach more clients. More clients means more revenue for him, which in turn means more videos that you need to deliver for him, right? So it's just the way that it is, man. It's the way it works. I want to get my production time to 90 minutes. Yeah, once you do like 2-3 weeks of these videos and you've like templatized it and you've improved your skills, that 90 minutes is still a lot. You'll probably get it down a lot lower to that, to like 30-40 minutes, less than an hour. Yeah, that's incredible, dude. Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, 100%. He's in the middle of a massive expansion. See, the thing is, bro, businesses that are growing, so that's fine, but businesses that are growing have allocated marketing budgets. Like a growing business and a business that is formed well and is well planned out has a line item in their expense reports and their expense sheets and their P&Ls that includes marketing. And if that line item is $5,000, like they have that per month, or they have whatever dollars, if a fraction of that or a portion of that can go straight to your services, bro, shit. What I would be doing, Chester, just on your back end, is tracking the performances of the videos. So sometimes what I do with businesses is I ask them for in the front end, before I record, I ask them for a little bit of access and a little bit of data, access to their data and their analytics. If they agree to it, if it's a project that I'm really I'll make sure that I have the data analytics. But if not, then I can just kind of scour their page, like their Instagram page, and take like 5 videos that you didn't work on and compare it to the 5 videos that you did work on and say, okay, these videos over here got X amount of reach, but then when he started working with me, they got 5 times the reach, right? So you can use that metric, that data point, and use it for your own marketing purposes. Or another thing that you can do is reach out to them in a couple of months and say, hey, did my videos produce any? Did they generate any kind of leads for you? If so, can you give me a ballpark number of how many leads it actually... Mia, I'm getting ready right now. So if all good, Mia. Let me know how that shoot goes, Mia. I rented the 17 to 70. Nice. Yeah, you got it. You gonna get it in time for the shoot, G baby? I fucked up the order of that video though, and it took me ages with how I did the test. Yeah, dude. But you know, Chester, those are the things that those are the kind of mistakes that you only make once though, bro. You know what I mean? And you know what's crazy is, or what's interesting is, like, those are the kind of mistakes that you only make once, and they also kind of test your workflows. You know what I mean? Like, did you put the before you finalized everything, did you do the text before you finalized it? Should I wait to the very last thing to do the text so that you don't have to like fiddle with all the actual transcripts and all that stuff? I've done shit like that all the time, dude. What I do with audio is, so that I don't have this massive audio file like an MP3, like if I clean it up, I edit everything with shitty scratch audio. Well, not scratch, but like unedited audio. And I do all my cuts and I do all of my like organizing and sequence building. And then after I do all that, I've made all the cuts and I've done all the things. Then I export the MP3 and I put it into the Adobe podcast thing. By the way, let me know if you actually if you do that. I want to see if there was an improvement on that. I think you'll get a significant improvement on that. If you have any issues with it or you don't have a credit, I have the subscription. Just send me the MP3 file and I'll run it through and then send it right back to you. So I got your back. Yes, sir. Yeah, G baby. Make sure that you let other people know about lens rentals if you have anybody else. Like, it should be a pretty clean experience. Yeah, true. I should do that. His best vid is 21 mil right now. I think he was looking for just offload work because he just had a kid and is more looking to buy. Yeah, dude. And those guys have the resources, man. Chester, what I, with guys like that, man, that are like really trying to buy back their time, bro, they don't want like a lot of back and forth. You know what I mean? They don't want to spend time with you. They're busy. They're busy running their business, right? Especially people that have money. They're literally looking just to buy back their time. They don't want to fiddle with shit. They don't want to like double check this or double check that. So what I'm trying to circle towards is only deliver to him exactly what he's asking for. People like that, when they say something, they know exactly what they want, and they want that. They don't want you to take the initiative to like, oh, go above and beyond. No, deliver to them exactly what he said. It's better if you can get it in writing too. Deliver to them exactly what they said. Adobe Audio Enhanced is so clutch. Yeah, audio. I mean, Adobe inside of Premiere Pro is fine, but I still find that this Adobe Podcast, for whatever reason, this works. This is a better tool for me, brother. And have you ever used the Canon EL5? No, I haven't. I have not used that flash. G baby, remind me what camera you have. Definitely will. My flow through rough cut was good. My mistake was not applying layer. Yeah. Yep. No, Chester, I've been there, bro. I've been there, man. I've been there. By the way, this is the kind of, I don't know if I've ever shared this with you guys, Chester, but this is the kind of reels that I make for my full-time job, for the businesses that hire me, excuse me. Let me see if I can bring it up. I'll show you. Some of you guys may have seen this stuff before. Let's see, where's the search button? Search. I just posted this last night. This video for them. So this is the video that I edited last night and delivered. Let's see if we get any
just
audio.
A workers' comp claim, or do I have other options?
In terms of the workplace injury cases that we handle, we're not your typical workers' compensation lawyers. There are other lawyers who handle that. What we handle,
I think you can see me in the back moving
in the workplace who suffer catastrophic injuries. For example, someone whose arm is amputated as a result of a defective machine, or someone who suffers a brain injury because, again, a machine is defective and it falls on them, and they end up with a catastrophic brain injury. We handle cases like that, and typically we're bringing claims not against the employer, which is what the workers' compensation lawyers do, but we bring claims against the manufacturers of the defective machines, whether it be a press machine, whether it be even an automobile. But if there's a defect in a machine and it results in a brain injury, in a spinal cord injury, in an amputation, that's precisely what we do, and we've done it well. So if you or a loved one is involved in a situation like that, you'll want to give us a call.
Contact us today for a free consultation. You pay nothing unless we recover compensation for your family.
And that's it. And that is it. So those are the types of videos that I deliver for my clients. And they're very simple. They're very, very simple. Thanks, bro. Maybe I'll take you up on that. I'll let you know. Not tonight, though. Yeah. Just that audio just needs to be cleaned up. And if you can make it a little bit thicker, a little bit like more like give it a little bit more volume, not volume, but like weight. All good though. It was great. It was great. The one thing that I would do is knock down the decibels on the sound effects. Shooting planes yesterday was bad. What happened, Gerald? What were your settings at? Is that on the C50? That video was on the C50, yes. The C50 and the R6V, I had a second angle, but I didn't cut on the second angle. So normally I have one angle directly at them, and then I have another angle on the side. I used to do two side angles. But then I stopped doing that. Like, for example, this is what it used to look like.
What is a common birth injury that you encounter the most?
Well, the classic one is a delay in delivery that results in, and this is a long fancy word, but it's very simple.
So I used to do
a brain injury.
I used to do two angles for shots like that. But then the attorney said, "Hey, let's try a front-facing one," or actually, I recommended it. Let's try a front-facing one just to see what it can do. Envisions by Mia. It was nice. Likewise, Mia. Have a great. Let me know whenever you come back with some photo edits. Nice, bro. Got to go, but it was nice. Yeah. I was on the wrong side, so I activated the 1X. No bueno. Yeah. But at least now we know, right, Gerald? Do you think a straight to camera talking works better? It's worth experimenting. It's worth experimenting, David, for sure. Yeah, the 1.6, dude, I think the 1.6 is always terrible, dude. I never, unless I have like the 45 megapixel camera, that's when I do that. To be honest, I've never activated crop mode on any of my full frame cameras. I think it's kind of a waste of a sensor. I'd rather just make sure that I have the autofocus on with fast shutter speed, 1/1000, 1/2000, and then I try my best to capture some photos. But I mean, shit, 20 photos, bro. Do you have any edited, Gerald? I'd like to see them. Also, Gerald, like 10% is my like success rate. 10% of photos is my, so if I take 1,000 photos, I'm hoping to get 100. 10% is what I aim for. So don't beat yourself up about getting 20 photos, dude. It took me a long time to get to 10%, by the way. 2 people bought my World Cup pics, so I made, woo, nice. Sick. Did you, where'd you share those? We were looking at your profile the other day, right? I don't remember seeing your World Cup stuff. Or did I? Oh, also the fucking camera would not focus, kept focusing on the sky versus the damn planes. Damn, dude. Yeah, your settings were up. But see, these are the opportunities, Gerald. These are the opportunities that we learned, dude. Did you have a monopod? Were you on sticks or were you hand holding? I didn't post, but I'm gonna add it to the website for my portfolio. Nice. Yeah, let me know when you got them, dude. I'd like to see them. And that's another mistake, dude. You're on a super long lens, dude, and hand holding. You're gonna have a bad time, Gerald. You're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, let's check them out, Chester. Where are they at? Are they on your Instagram? Have a good day shooting, Mia. Have a good day shooting. It should be a nice day today. A little overcasty and the temperature's nice. Hey, man, I just started this shit. I get it, bro. I get it. It doesn't mean I'm not going to fucking beat you up about it, you know? This is how we grow, Gerald. This is how we grow, buddy. This is how we grow, man. This is how we grow. There's ways to take shortcuts, man. There's ways to take shortcuts, and it's by taking feedback, you know. This ain't bad, dude. This is nice. Oh no, you cool. Yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. I didn't think you were taking it personally or anything like that, but that's how it is, man. Like you can be like me. You can be like me. You can be like me, Gerald, and be fucking hard-headed and stubborn and take you 2 years to learn this shit. Or you can come into rooms like this and we can talk it out, hash it out, and you could like expedite your learning, right? And learn from other people's mistakes, dude. That's for real. Chester, I was watching one of your videos about like learning from others, the one vlog that you had about like encouraging others. This is how we get better, man. Building a little room of like-minded people that have other kinds of experience in a similar niche, but different verticals within that niche. You know, like our buddy Gerald is taking photos of planes. Maybe next time I can go out and I can take some photos of planes, but I do want to link up with somebody that owns some cool cars, though. I do want to do some car photography. I like these photos here. I don't like this angle as much. What I would have done here, you see all this space right here? This isn't that interesting. And I feel like on this side of the bar, it would have been more interesting. So on this corner, you had this wall parallel to you. I probably would have gone this way and like cut out this portion of the wall and had more of the bar. I'm sure that you did. I'm sure that there's a photo here somewhere like that. Look at all this grain, dude. Zero connection. What's up, man? How are you? How are you? Just jumped into these Jeezy playbooks. They're in your DM. I got it. Yep. You serving any corned beef hash this morning? Corned beef hash? No corned beef. What's up, bro? Still loving my R6 Mark II. What lens would you suggest for the Sony 64? It depends on what you're trying to do, man. The Sony lineup there's a lot of lenses, dude. I just got my first free Sony lens. Well, it's a Viltrox lens, but it's an E-mount lens, I should say. I already have the 18-50. Oh, nice. There's a new Tamron. Is it coming out for Sony though? I don't know. Dude, does the FX30 worth to buy? Yes. Can't go wrong with a Peak Design strap. No, I like Peak Design, and I also like PG White Tech. Hope you can taste the no. This one's pretty up there, dude. Hey Vic and chat, Zero Connection. What's up, man? How are ya? Thanks for stopping in. As a beginner, should I buy the R6? Yes. My MFT sensor makes all the organic free range. I got a Sony A7R2, happy with it, sold, love it. FX3 versus ZV. FX30, dude. That's not even a contest. There we go. The black and white, dude. Black and white is definitely better. You have a you should include a blower in your everyday kit. I have one. I have a small one. Mine is called a blower baby. It's a small little thing. It's kind of like it's made for cameras. Oops, hold on. Blower baby. This thing. I have one of these, Chester. It's made for like cameras and sensors and accessories, but it's super duper small. And I use this a lot more than you fucking think. If I'm doing like product shots or top down shots, I always bring this. It has multiple speeds on it, and it's small enough that it just fits in your backpack, and you just let it live in your backpack forever. So that way you can take care of shit like this. You see that hair right here? You see all these dust particles? This is going to save you a lot of time. And like, if you're getting paid for this work, granted, if this is free work, fuck it, right? But if it's paid work, you're going to spend a lot of time in post cleaning all of this up. Any light suggestions for the R50? Light suggestions? I mean, you have your flash, right? You talking about constant light? I like the brand Zhiyun. G baby, did you check out my my recommended page, bro? So G baby, if you go to my profile picture, bro, I have a link in bio right here. If you go to my link in bio, it takes you to this page, and then I have Amazon link right here. If you click that, I have all of my recommended gear, and I have everything categorized from my live streaming setup, my cameras, my lenses, camera bags, and I have a category here for lights. And in here, I own every single one of these lights, and these are all the lights and accessories that I recommend. Yeah, happy to help, man. That's literally what I'm here for, man. Moreno, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Just getting into the hobby. Canon RP. Nice, nice. Here to learn. Slimmy Franklin. Thank you. Slimy Franklin. Slimmy or Slimy? Appreciate you hanging out. Barco Studio. What's up, Barco Studio? Hello, hello. Welcome in. Oh, for other stuff. There was someone using it the whole time, and these were sort of pre-game shots for the warming up. I got the $40 for all that. Was fun though. Yeah. I'm just saying, bro, like, you know, when I give criticism, I'm not doing, because hindsight is like 2020, right? But when you're doing professional photography and like stuff like this, and it's paid work, you want to try to optimize your workflows and like edit and start shooting for the edit. So like, you do spend a lot of time reviewing your photos, and it would be tough to like pick all this up. But like, before I start shooting something, especially if it's in a paid gig, dude, I'm looking for everybody's details. If I'm taking somebody's portrait, I'm looking on their clothing to see if they need a lint roller. That's included in my kit. I also have powder, anti-shine powder for people to put on their forehead, and like for people to wear, so that there's not like a shiny reflection from the lights. Because all of these little things, dude, in post can add not just 20-40 minutes, it could add hours to your work at the end, right? So these are all the little things that you learn as you're progressing through your career, that like you really want to cut that editing time down so you can move on to the next one. So there are things that like I've done, that I've made these mistakes where like, dude, I wish I would have just gone in and blown all this shit out so I don't have to spend 40-50 minutes trying to get all this stuff out. You can edit lint out. Yeah, you can, but see, the thing is, when your time is money, right? So do you want to go in and again, I'm not trying to say that this photo is awful, because it isn't, but what I'm trying to get you to see, and not just you, Chester, but the entire group, is if you take a little bit of planning ahead of time, it can save you a lot of time, especially on paid gigs. So this shot and this shoot is over, but in the next one, you know, keep that in the back of your mind before you start photographing. Oh shit, let me see, is there any dust in here? Is anything here going to be a nightmare to edit out? Just something to think about, man. Alrighty, what up, dog? Dynasty 9000, what's up? Gonna get that 100 200 in the future. Vic, Chester, do either of you have a dry box for camera gear? I do not have a dry box. I live in a pretty mild area where it doesn't get super humid, but no, all my stuff lives in my apartment out and about. I don't do anything with silica gel packs. How do you find clients? Instagram, social media, word of mouth, networking. 100%, man. Good to keep in mind. I was active club for this, so I couldn't clean it up for product stuff. Bro, see, here's the thing, man. I don't give a shit if somebody is. I see the Insta360 right here, Cam. It's pretty cool. I don't give a shit if it's an active scene, dude. I'm going in there and I'm like, give me 1 second. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't give a fuck, dude. If it can make my job easier, I'm going in there. And there's not a reason why this young woman, this DJ right here, wouldn't have been cool with you. Like, hey, let me clean this up a little bit. It would have been totally fine, dude. It would have been totally fine. She wouldn't have been like a jerk about it. And if she is, then it's all right. You know, it's no big deal. It's the details, man. It's the details. Oh, you mean preparation before a shoot? Yeah, preparation before a shoot. You got to make sure that all of these things are... Is that it? The lighting wasn't bad, bro. Oh, no, there's more photos. The lighting wasn't too bad. Just on a couple ones, it's like super grainy. How much post-processing did you do to clean up the noise? I can see in some of them it was a little bit heavier. I like these shots a lot. These are really cool. The horizon's a little crooked, but still very, very cool. Yeah, this shot's cool right here. You know what though? If you go from noise to no noise, like I kind of like the noisiness of these ones right here. Oh, we're going through all of them, Chester. What the fuck you mean, bruh? Hell yeah, man. I kind of like the noisiness, like this one back to back. Like I kind of like, because the thing with like noise reduction software, how much noise reduction do you actually do? For me, I know some people like to do like 100% or like 50%. Bro, I'm only doing like max 10, 15%. Because I think anything above 50, it starts to mess with the skin a lot. Like this right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. But this right here, this is all from the noise reduction. Like it smoothed it out and shit. And in my opinion, it looks really, really odd. It looks really, really odd. I would prefer the skin just be like normal compared to like that weird kind of like smooth effect that the noise does. I tried to give variation with lots of black and white noisy variants. I did about 50%. Yeah, 50% to me is a lot. I like the 10 to 15. I don't think I've ever gone above 15. Yeah. Bro, you cuss a lot? Yeah, that's my channel, dude. I can speak freely. These are great photos. So, Chester, who hired you for this? Was it the club or was it the DJ? This is a cool photo too. One of the DJs? Got it. Yeah. This is America. For some reason I can't like it like stops. It makes me have to like go back for some reason. I can't like continue on the photos. This guy looks familiar. I think he was in one of your other photos, maybe. I would probably, I'm trying to put myself in your position, Chester, like if I was in this environment, what I would be focusing on. And I think the only thing I could come up with is I would try to get some portraits. And you're really good at your portraits. Your portrait work is really cool. Getting like people to look directly at your lens. I'm locked into a Commonwealth. The state of Pennsylvania is also a Commonwealth. I don't know exactly what that means. Yeah, your portrait work is really nice. I think if I was you, but you already do this, so I would just be looking to do more portraits. Like actual head-on portraits. You know, like straight vertical, straight horizons, like straight on, like actual portraits. Like not just candid portraits. But then again, people are vibing, you know, people are vibing and they're partying and stuff like that. So yeah, see, for some reason I can't like continue going forward on these shots. I have to like, let's see. This guy was in front of the camera a lot too. These are cool. I think I like these ones right here. This one's cool. If this was in focus, this would be a cool shot. It's a cool shot like this though. This actually is really cool. I like this a lot. I should have done more portraits. I wish I had. I got very specific rules from the DJ and critique from my last gig to focus less on portraits and more on the DJ. So okay, if that's the instruction, then that's fine. Yeah, then that's fine. The DJ plus the surrounding crowd. That makes sense, dude. That's kind of why I asked also, like, who hired you? Was it the DJ or was it the club, the venue that hired you? Love this. This right here is excellent. Yeah, love this a lot. What lenses are you using? Selling a ZV-E10 to get a 67 today because I got my first job lined up. Nice. And I got lost. Should I be on TikTok or YouTube? You can watch wherever you're comfortable, G baby. YouTube or TikTok, it doesn't really matter. On YouTube, you get to see a different I have 3 streams. I have TikTok vertical, YouTube vertical, and YouTube horizontal. But feel free to watch wherever you like. I have the combined chat so everybody can kind of interact with each other. I'm hoping that that's effective for everybody. Yeah, I love portraits, bro. I love portraits. Portraits, I guess, are more for like me and my own portfolio. But I can see where a DJ would be like, hey, don't do portraits. But I think they're looking for, they're for their own business and for their own marketing purpose. So I get it. Voigtlander 25. Is that the widest lens that you have? Oh, a 15 and a Leica 9mm. Those are pretty bright lenses, dude. Looking for the light section you spoke on. Oh, so if you're on baby, if you're on TikTok, bro, if you're on TikTok, all you got to do is go to my link in bio. So hit my little profile picture, link in bio, and then I have a link there, and then hit the Amazon button. And then there's a category called lights. But then again, man, the Micro Four Thirds is just is physics at the end of the day, right? So it's just a small sensor. Small sensor equals less light. Yeah, okay, I got it, dude. So 25 times 1.5, right? So 25 times 1.5. Yeah, 37. That is going to be, and then your aperture goes to 1.95 to f2. F2 is still not bad. 2 times. So 50. Hey man, I've said enough times about your Micro Four Thirds. I know you love them. I know you love them, but for these kind of things, man, if you're thinking about doing this kind of work, it might be worth considering getting a camera with a larger sensor. You know, because it sounds, these past 3 gigs that you've shared with me, they've all been, well, you've done a couple of nightclub ones. I think I remember this will be like the 3rd one that I've seen from you. If you're thinking about doing this, it might be worth considering getting a larger sensor, you know, maybe. The 18 should be good though. The 18 should be nice and white. Yeah, just something full frame. It doesn't have to be like crazy expensive, you know what I mean? But it might be a direction that you might want to start like planning for. Because yeah, Micro Four Thirds are cool and everything, and like, yeah, I know you like them, but you can see you're running into the limitations of the actual sensor. Not because it can't perform, but in extreme circumstances, dude, it's, you know, you're seeing it. Wait, f-stop is different for the sensor size, like the focal? Yeah, for sure. For sure. What's the thing you'd like to have in the Mark II of the R6V? Nothing. I like the R6V the way it is. If I had to pick something, nothing, because I already own the C50, and the C50 is plenty. This is a cool picture too. Bro, I didn't know that. It's physics, bro. Oh man. So, you know, I gotta say, guys, sometimes, you know, it's not because I know everything or like as I don't know everything. What I'm trying to say is, like, sometimes I forget that there's a lot of things that still need to be learned by a lot of people. To me, that's common knowledge, you know, pretty like basic. But I forget sometimes that people are at different points of their career with all this stuff. Truthfully though, because I have full frame and I have crop sensor cameras, like, I would never go into a job like this with a crop sensor camera. But it's because I have the luxury of having a full frame lenses and full frame cameras. I love this picture right here. This is really cool. Super expressive. This is a cool photo. I would have liked to get his entire hands in the frame, like his entire wingspan. Umberto, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I will get a full frame at some stage, or maybe medium form. Ooh, medium format. You, bro, Chester, you seem like a medium format kind of guy, bro. Medium format would be stupid, dude. I did really like my new Leica lens though. Oh yeah. It's also a macro lens, so minimum focus, thing is sharp. Yeah, the thing is, Chester, you know, there's different tools for different jobs, man. You know, you're not going to use a Phillips screwdriver on a flathead screw, bro. You know, there's different tools that do different jobs. What cameras do you have? I have a lot of cameras, Umberto. Did you just pick things up organically over time, or did you photograph courses? I took plenty of courses. I didn't go to school for photography or video, but a lot of YouTube University, and then I took a lot of courses from creators. I spent a lot of time on Skillshare. Skillshare, if you guys don't know, is like a learning platform. It's a subscription-based learning platform. I took a lot of editing courses. And to this day, I still take courses from some of my favorite creators. Right now, I'm taking social media courses, and I'm also learning how to. I'm taking a course on recording short form video, like high end short form video. So I'm doing that right now. So I'm constantly buying and taking courses. I don't have any courses to sell you guys, by the way, because I don't know enough to like put it all in a course. I wouldn't even know what the fuck you guys want to learn about it either. Get that 100 megapixel camera. Yeah, like a Fuji film. You seem like a Fuji medium format kind of guy, Chester. Medium format Fuji, yeah. For sure, been wanting to get into macro for ages. So I'm excited to make a day in the mac. Yeah. A day in my macro short. Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be sick. What's your video, Chester, that you're gonna do this weekend? What's it gonna be about? I'm gonna do 2 YouTube videos this week. Both of them are on the R6. I have like 4 or 5 videos that I haven't edited yet, but the R6V videos are doing really well on my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna do a setup video, like going through all the menus and setting it up. That should be a really long video. Easy to edit though. And then I'm gonna do a R6V camera rig video as well. I would rather get the Hasselblad. Yeah, the Hasselblad, I think you guys have heard me mention. To me, the Hasselblad seem like Bugattis. You know, just expensive machines that I wouldn't want to deal with the Hasselblad. I wouldn't want to deal with the Hasselblad because they're like super expensive, dude. This week, I'm going to do my peak run and gun rig. Nice. That'll be the video. Why? Because it's a hassle? Yeah, and you guys are in the middle of fucking nowhere out there that, like, if anything goes wrong with your Hasselblad, and, like, it's going to be a pain in the ass to fucking do anything with it. I'm making an assumption, though, but... Yeah, in your titles, Chester, I mean, I guess it depends on your goals, right? But in your titles, though, you definitely want to include something that's SEO friendly. Something that's SEO friendly. You forgot to remove the hair out of his ear, bro. Come on, man. Come on, Chester. This is an easy fix, broski. You can't be having my man over here with hairy ears. First of all, he should be shaving that shit. That's not on you. That's not on you. He should know that this exists and he needs to be shaving this shit. He's a good-looking fellow with like well-kept ears. I mean, well-kept haircut and hairline and stuff. He needs to be aware of this. He's like, bro, you need to be one of the more awkward things that I had to do one time was my boss had a I was filming my boss, one of the named partners, and he had an eyebrow hair that was sticking out like past his fucking forehead, like this. And I had to tell him like, hey, can you go into the mirror and can you get rid of it? Super awkward, bro. I like this shot a lot right here. This is cool. Nice detail shot. With the watch. Yeah, so to me, now that I'm looking at the way that these photos came out, bro, 8064, it looked like the people down here at the beginning, these were all people that were just like doing sound checks, making sure that everything worked properly. This is the opportunity that you go in and that you clean shit up that you know you're going to be photographing. 86.4, because now it looks like these guys down here, these guys are actually doing the work. ZZ, what's up? What's up? How are you? Like this shot a lot too. Good, just looking at some photos from our buddy Chester here. Really enjoyed your videos on the R6V and R50V. Thanks for your input. I would assume you take the R6V over the, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, those Chris Fountain, those are not comparable cameras. You think it'd be worthwhile to make an R6V video versus R50V video? I don't think I'd make a versus video, but because they're nowhere near the same level of camera, but they are kind of like related to each other. So that might be pretty decent. Yeah. Yeah, exactly right, Chester. Exactly right. That's why I got to look at all the photos, man. I got to look at all the photos to see. I want to be there, bro. I want to be there right with you, man. I want to see what you were seeing. This is all of this stuff, Chester, and everybody else that's in the chat, man. This is all a fucking journey, bro. It's all a journey, and we're all learning as we go. So these are all things that I've done in the past, and even when I go out on shoots, bro, and I look at my photos afterwards, I'm taking mental notes. I'm like, oh, I should have done this. Okay, next time I'm going to do this. Okay, next time I'm going to remember to take this. Next time I'm going to pack this. Next time before the set comes in, I'm going to talk to the guy that hired me, and I'm going to ask them for portraits before they start getting set up. You know, just little mental notes of making sure that you get the shots that you need. Yeah, nah, more of which scenario is which is suited for or for who. We are our own worst. We definitely are, man. We definitely are. That's what I think is the benefit of, you know, in addition to all the other things that I mentioned, of coming into a room where there's other like-minded creatives and like-minded people that do like photography creative work, is like, I'm not your mother. You know what I mean? I'm not your mother or your girlfriend that's gonna coddle you and say, you did good, honey. You did good. I'm going to say, no, bro, your shit sucks, you know? Or next time do this, or next time do this, you know? Because that's how we get better, man. That's how we get better. My main note was get earplugs. See, that's a fucking note right there, dude. That's a note that could save somebody's eardrums that has never been in a situation like that you already know, man. That's why, you know, there's value in being experienced. And having experience and being in those working environments. Yeah, hell yeah. Thoughts on the DJI Pocket 4P and the Luna Ultra? If I were in the market to get any of those DP next door, I would be getting the Insta360 Luna Ultra. The DJI kind of missed the mark. It's a great system. Great system, but I'm more interested, and the Luna Insta360 executed on it a lot better. BG Boosted, what up? How are you guys? Great portrait right here. I wish he was looking at you. This is a fun portrait too. This is cool. They like to have fun. You know what what you would really like is like a super wide angle lens. What would you need on a micro four thirds to get like 9mm? You'd need like a 3mm lens or a 4mm lens. I need a 4.5. Fuck, does that even exist? I think the pictures aren't loading fast enough is why it's happening. Best I've seen with AF is 7mm. Gotcha. But like in these rooms and these like nightlife videos, I'd have to assume that a lot of the venues are like super, super duper tight, you know? If anybody's interested in the R50V, Canon got the R50V on their refurbished. List less than 500 bucks. Pretty, but at F4, unfortunately. Got it. Got it. Yeah, like a super wide lens would be cool. The portraits are my favorite, dude. The portraits and the wide shots, the portraits and the wide shots that are symmetrical are definitely my favorite out of these. I have the Luna Ultra as I don't need the 17 stops of dynamic range, only on log. Doesn't even come with the case to protect the gimbal, plus one rotating screen mechanism. Breaks on the 4P, you're done. Yeah, the 17 stops of dynamic range on the DJI is probably not incredibly accurate. Like, it's probably like a lot of computational shit that they're doing. But yeah, I would think the Luna, the Insta360 did a better job on the Luna than I think DJI did. DJI, I think I saw an article that said that DJI sued Insta360 the day that the Luna launched. Yeah, me too. Is that, yeah, same. So the portraits, like, these are really cool in my opinion. And even though this isn't like a direct portrait, these photos are probably in third place for me. But I like the portraits and the straight head-on shots of the venue. Like these ones right here. If you could have squared this up, like, these are really, really cool. If we can square them up and get like, that's kind of why I'm talking about like the super wide, like the 12 millimeter, the true 12 millimeter, or the true like 10 millimeter would be really cool. I have 10 stops of dynamic range. Yeah, and you have a micro four thirds sensor. So like those little mini sensors that say they have like 17. There's some funny business going on in those. It's similar to like what a cell phone, like an iPhone, says that they have like 15 stops of dynamic range, but in reality, it's all like computational shit. How's your 30-day challenge going? It's going not very good at all. Not very good at all. Is that all of them? Oh, we did it. We looked at all of them. I've filmed every day, but I haven't edited and posted every day. So I think my last video was video 11, but I have filmed every single day. I just have not edited and posted. But Chester, thank you so much for sharing your photos. I definitely liked a lot of them. Mentioned which ones I like. These reviewing these kind of photos, man, is always really, really cool for my content. So I appreciate you submitting your stuff for a once over. Everybody else that has been hanging out with us, I appreciate your guys' time. I am about to bounce. It's 10 a.m. my time. I gotta get some breakfast. Appreciate you guys hanging out. David, appreciate you. Chester, appreciate you. Who else is in here? BJ Boosted EJ, nice to see you. Everybody else that hasn't followed yet, please consider doing so. And if you are on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, please also consider doing that as well. I'll be back later, y'all. Adios.